My beloved child, don't skip, because what I'm about to tell you is not just a story, it's a moment that even shocked the police, a moment so unbelievable that officers who had seen everything froze in silence. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. A strange night, a silent street, and a house where no one expected anything unusual. But everything changed when a single security camera captured something that no human eye could have ever predicted. The police said later, "We thought we had seen it all, until this." Don't skip, because every second you stay takes you closer to the twist that changed the entire case. People who watched this moment said they felt chills down their spine, yet they couldn't look away. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. And here's where it gets even more shocking, because what looked like a normal break-in turned out to be something far beyond a crime. Something emotional. Something personal. The officers who reviewed the footage were stunned, not by what the criminal did, but by who the criminal actually was. A face they never expected. A truth no one was ready for. Don't skip, stay till the end, because the revelation that's coming will shake everything you thought you knew. My beloved child, before you move forward, don't skip, because this part holds the moment that made even the investigators pause the footage and rewatch it again and again. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the officers zoomed into the security camera frame, the figure who entered wasn't moving like a typical criminal. No rush. No panic. No attempt to hide. It was almost as if this person knew exactly where every camera was placed. They walked with a calmness that didn't make sense. A confidence that felt unsettling. And when the police enhanced the lighting, the shocking truth started revealing itself. This wasn't a stranger, this was someone deeply connected to the owner of that house. Don't skip, because the next detail shook the entire investigation. But before I reveal that face, let me tell you something important. If you're still watching, share this moment, comment your thoughts, and subscribe, because the twist ahead isn't ordinary. It's the kind of truth people discuss for days. The officers leaned closer to the screen, their hearts racing, because what they saw next wasn't just surprising, it was a revelation that changed the direction of the entire case. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the part where the truth finally starts to crack open. The room fell silent as the officers froze the footage at the exact second the intruder turned toward the camera. And in that moment, everything changed. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. The face that appeared wasn't the face of a criminal, it was the face of someone the family trusted blindly. Someone who had eaten at their table, laughed in their home, and walked through that very door countless times. The police couldn't believe it. The calm steps now made sense. The confidence wasn't courage, it was familiarity. This wasn't a random crime, it was something deeper, something layered with emotion and history. Don't skip, because what they discovered next made even the toughest officers exhale in disbelief. As they continued the footage, the intruder didn't touch anything. They didn't steal, damage, or harm. Instead, they headed straight to a small locked drawer, one only a few people knew existed. And when they opened it, the expression on their face wasn't evil, it was pain. Regret. Something personal. Something that made the entire situation turn from a crime scene into a heartbreaking story no one saw coming. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment that turned a shocking crime into an emotional storm. The officers leaned forward as the intruder lifted something from that hidden drawer, something so personal that even the police felt the weight of it. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. It wasn't money. It wasn't documents. It was a small photograph, worn out, folded at the edges, like someone had held it 1,000 times. The intruder looked at it with eyes full of guilt, eyes that told a story the footage couldn't. And at that second, the officers realized, this wasn't about theft, revenge, or destruction. This was about a bond that had broken long ago, a relationship filled with pain, distance, and memories too heavy to carry. Don't skip, because the next detail created a twist no one expected. And before the reveal hits you, share this video, drop a comment, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear next shocked even the senior officers. As they zoomed in further, they finally recognized the face in the photo, and that one discovery connected everything: the calm walk, the familiarity, the hidden drawer, the regret. The truth wasn't just shocking, it was heartbreaking. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because what I'm about to reveal is the exact moment the entire investigation flipped upside down. The officers, already stunned, watched closely as the intruder held that old photograph against their chest, almost as if they were holding a memory, not an object. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. When the police finally zoomed in on the picture, the truth hit harder than anyone expected. The person in the photograph was the homeowner. Standing beside them was the intruder, only younger, happier, untouched by the years of silence that followed. This wasn't a criminal breaking in, this was a forgotten piece of family history returning after years of distance. A bond that had once been unbreakable, now shattered. The calmness, the familiarity, the quiet steps, everything finally made sense. Don't skip, because the emotional twist is just beginning. As the officers watched, the intruder placed the photograph back in the drawer instead of taking it. They didn't steal anything. They didn't break anything. They only came to see something they once cherished, one last time. They closed the drawer gently and turned away with tears in their eyes. And at that moment, the police realized, this wasn't a crime of intent. It was a cry for closure. A moment of pain disguised as a break-in. Stay till the end, because what happens next is even more powerful. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment where emotions hit harder than the crime itself. The officers, still glued to the footage, suddenly noticed something they had completely missed before, something so subtle, yet so powerful, it changed the tone of the entire case. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the intruder walked toward the exit, their shoulders weren't tense like a criminal escaping. They were heavy, like a person carrying years of unspoken pain. Right before stepping out, they paused near the doorway and looked around the house, slowly, almost painfully. It wasn't the look of someone checking for witnesses, it was the look of someone remembering memories that used to live in those walls. Childhood moments. Laughter once shared. Promises once made. Don't skip, because the next few seconds of that footage stunned the officers more than anything else. The intruder reached into their pocket and placed something gently on the table. A small key. The very key they had once been given with love, trust, and a belief that their bond would last forever. They didn't take anything, they returned something instead. And that one gesture made the officers understand the truth clearly. This wasn't a criminal leaving a crime scene, this was a forgotten heart leaving a final goodbye. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment that turned a silent break-in into a story that left even the police speechless. The officers replayed the last few seconds again and again, trying to understand why someone would return a key they once cherished. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the intruder opened the door to leave, a sudden sound echoed from the hallway, footsteps. Real ones. Not from the footage, but from someone who had just arrived home. The intruder froze. The officers watching the footage held their breath. And you, don't skip, because what happened next was the twist no one could have predicted. Instead of running, hiding, or escaping, the intruder slowly turned back toward the living room, as if ready to face whatever destiny was walking through that door. Their eyes were filled with fear, but also with hope. A hope that maybe, just maybe, the long-broken connection could finally be mended. The door opened. The homeowner stepped in. And the second their eyes met, everything stopped, the past, the pain, the silence. The police didn't see a confrontation, they saw recognition. They saw emotion stronger than any criminal motive. No words were spoken, but the look between them whispered years of regret and longing. And in that silent stare, the truth finally surfaced. This wasn't a crime that shocked the police because it was dangerous, it shocked them because it revealed a story no investigation report could ever capture. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment everyone, police, investigators, and even the homeowner, felt their hearts shift. The room was silent, but the emotions were louder than any alarm. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. The homeowner took a slow step forward, their eyes locked on the intruder, the same person they once trusted, once loved, once believed would never disappear. There was no anger in their face, only disbelief and a quiet ache. The intruder didn't move. They simply stood there, holding nothing, taking nothing, returning only memories. And in that stillness, the officers watching whispered the same thing: this isn't a crime scene, this is closure unfolding right in front of us. Don't skip, because what happened next left everyone frozen. The homeowner noticed the small key on the table, the same key they had given years ago with a promise that, this home will always be yours. Their eyes softened. Their breath trembled. And instead of calling the police, instead of shouting, instead of accusing, they took one gentle step closer. The intruder looked down, unable to speak, but their silence said everything: remorse, love, distance, forgiveness. And in that quiet moment, it became clear, sometimes the loudest revelations come without a single word. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the turning point, the moment that even the officers watching the footage felt a sting behind their eyes. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the homeowner stepped closer, the intruder finally lifted their eyes, slowly, hesitantly, like someone afraid of seeing the reflection of their own mistakes. For a moment, it felt like time had stopped. Decades of silence, years of distance, all hanging between them in a room that once held their laughter. The homeowner didn't shout, didn't question, didn't accuse. They simply whispered, "Why now?" And that one question carried the weight of 1,000 unspoken memories. Don't skip, because the answer changed everything. The intruder swallowed hard, their voice trembling as they said, "Because this was the only place where I ever felt like I belonged." The officers watching the footage didn't expect that. It wasn't a confession to a crime, it was a confession to heartbreak. A person returning not to take, but to remember who they used to be. The homeowner's eyes softened, their voice breaking as they said, "You should have come sooner." And in that fragile moment, the truth was revealed. This wasn't about a break-in, it was about a broken bond finally finding a path back home. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this moment is the one that left even the police staring at the screen in disbelief. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. The homeowner slowly walked toward the table and picked up the small key, the same key that once symbolized trust, family, and a connection that time tried to erase. Their fingers trembled as they held it, and the officers watching the footage could see it clearly. This wasn't anger. This was a heart remembering everything it had tried to forget. The intruders stood still, their eyes filled with regret that words could never describe. Don't skip, because the next few seconds shook everyone who witnessed them. The homeowner turned back, looked deep into the intruder's eyes, and whispered something no one expected, "If you still want it, the door is yours." Not as permission for a crime, but as forgiveness for a past that had torn them apart. The intruder's breath caught, their eyes instantly welling with tears. In a single moment, the police realized the truth: this wasn't a break-in. It was a return. A silent plea for another chance. A moment where two hearts finally spoke the words they never dared to say. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment that tied everything together, the moment where the police, who thought they were witnessing a crime, found themselves witnessing something far more powerful. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. The intruders' hands shook as they looked at the homeowner, unable to believe what they had just heard. The forgiveness they'd feared would never come, was suddenly standing right in front of them. Their voice cracked as they whispered, "I never wanted to hurt you. I just didn't know how to return after everything." And the homeowner, with eyes glistening under the dim room light, replied softly, "You came back, that's enough." The officers watching weren't prepared for this. They expected confrontation, chaos, confession, anything except two hearts slowly healing in front of them. Don't skip, because the final truth is even more extraordinary. The homeowner stepped closer and extended their hand, not out of obligation, not out of pity, but out of love that had survived distance and time. The intruder hesitated, then took it, and that one simple touch erased years of silence. In that moment, the police understood why this case shocked them so deeply, not because of the break-in, but because forgiveness appeared in a place where they least expected it. A crime scene transformed into a reunion. A moment of fear turning into a moment of healing. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment that made even the toughest officers wipe their eyes in silence. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the intruder stood there holding the homeowner's hand, something extraordinary happened. The tension in the room melted, replaced by a feeling neither of them had felt in years: peace. The officers watched as the intruder's shoulders finally lowered, no longer carrying the weight of guilt they'd brought with them. The homeowner gently guided them to sit, as if inviting them not into a house, but back into a home. Don't skip, because what unfolded next wasn't just emotional, it was unforgettable. With a shaky breath, the intruder whispered, "I kept the key all these years, because I couldn't let go of what this place meant to me." The homeowner nodded, eyes filled with understanding instead of judgment. "You never had to let go," they replied softly. "I was just waiting for the day you'd walk back through that door." And that one sentence, simple, honest, pure, hit everyone watching deeper than any shocking crime ever could. In that instant, the police realized why this footage shook them so strongly. This wasn't just a reunion, it was two hearts finding their way back after being lost for far too long. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip, because this final moment is the reason the police said, "We've never seen anything like this before." Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the two of them sat together, no anger, no blame, just long-lost emotion filling the space, the officers realized they weren't witnessing a crime at all. They were witnessing a homecoming, one that fate delayed but couldn't destroy. The intruder wiped their eyes, their voice trembling as they said, "I thought you'd hate me forever." The homeowner shook their head slowly, gently, with a tenderness that only deep history can hold. "I never hated you," they whispered. "I only missed you." Don't skip, because the moment that followed left everyone breathless. The homeowner stood up, walked toward the door the intruder had planned to leave through, and closed it softly, not to trap them, but to keep them close. Then they turned back and said the words that completed the story, "If you're ready, let's start again." The intruder broke down, not in fear, but in relief, because after years of silence, they weren't walking out as a stranger. They were staying as family. And the footage that shocked the police wasn't shocking because of a crime, but because it revealed the rarest thing of all, a forgiveness so powerful it rewrote the ending completely. Stay till the end, because what just happened is bigger than any twist. It's a reminder that sometimes the heart solves cases no investigation ever can. My beloved child, don't skip, because this final chapter carries a truth so deep that even the officers who reviewed the footage said they would remember it for the rest of their lives. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. After closing the door, the homeowner walked back toward the intruder, slowly, gently, as if approaching a fragile memory that needed to be held with care. The intruder looked lost, overwhelmed, unsure if they truly deserved a second chance. But the homeowner didn't step back. They sat beside them, their voice steady yet emotional as they said, "What matters is, you came back before it was too late." The intruder swallowed hard, tears forming again, and whispered, "I was afraid I'd forgotten how to belong." Don't skip, because the next moment wasn't just emotional, it was life-changing. The homeowner placed the small key back into the intruder's hand, not as a symbol of entry, but as a symbol of acceptance. "This isn't just a key to my house," they said softly. "It's a key to forgiveness, to us, to everything we once were." The officers watching understood instantly why this case shook them more than any crime ever had, because this wasn't about laws or reports. This was about humanity. Two people who had drifted apart found their way back through honesty, pain, and love. And in that silent exchange of a simple key, the entire story found its meaning. Stay till the end, because the next part will seal the truth forever. My beloved child, don't skip, because this is the moment that sealed the entire story into something unforgettable, something the police said felt bigger than any case they ever handled. Stay till the end, something huge is waiting for you. As the intruder held the key in their trembling hand, a softness filled the room, like a weight finally lifting after years of carrying silent guilt. The homeowner looked at them not with suspicion, but with a warmth that felt like a long-lost sunset finally returning after a storm. The intruder whispered, "I don't know if I deserve this." Their voice cracked under the pressure of memories, regrets, and wounds they had never healed. But the homeowner stepped closer, their